Hello.
Hi,
Hope you guys are having a great week.
Happy Sunday.
Microphone's by you.
Oh, happy Sunday. It's good to see you all. Welcome to the Survival Seeds 2024 live stream. We're off season now, which is awesome. And we've got some really great panelists for today. I didn't see any new videos in the hashtag. I went through it a couple times, and now it's not always reliable to use the hashtags for YouTube. But from what I checked, I did not see any new videos, so I don't actually have any hashtag updates except for that there were no hashtag updates. So I have no updates, but you have updates. Do you want to talk about those yet?
Yeah, sure. So at the very, very top, before anyone commented, right here, I made the website public. So we officially have a Survival Seeds collaboration website at survivalseedscollab.com. And I would present, but I'm not actually going to present.
But it looks really cool. She spent a lot of time coding this thing in HTML, and it turned out being really, really cool. And I think it looks awesome. So you guys can check that out. It's survivalseedscollab.com now, right?
Survivalseedscollab.com. Yep.
So you can check that out. She is super proud of it. And
I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out how to upload it, but it's done.
She did.
And with that, there's
kind of fading.
I know. And with that, there's also links to our Facebook page, our Instagram, and this YouTube channel, Vineyard Chicks Homestead. Why did you do that? Stop.
Not me too.
Stop. Oh. Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Oh, that looks good. See, now you fixed it. Good job.
But there are links to our Facebook and our Instagram, and I tried to follow people who are collaborators in the challenge collaboration. And if I missed you, just let me know. We'd be happy to follow you guys. And hopefully I want to use those to promote your videos if you put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
I know I found Leonard Family Homestead. I found someone else. I found 2 other people on Facebook, and I was able to share those out. But it's a very new channel, and I'm not very good at Facebook. So, but we'd be happy to follow you and shout you guys out on those platforms, because those are specifically for the Survival Seeds collaboration, and I'm very excited about those. But yeah, check out the website. I had fun with it. I did find you, and I found you on Instagram, but I was having trouble finding people on Facebook. They weren't as easy to find.
I would say we can bring up our co-hosts, but Mr. Charles is not going to be here tonight. He couldn't make it, and he's going through a lot with his son, so just try to keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. But our other co-hosts are here, so we can bring them up. Hi. You're muted, or are we? No, he is.
It's us.
No,
Sorry.
Can you hear us now?
Ow. Sorry.
We have one job.
Actually, I have more than that, but we won't discuss that right now.
For
This is not our show. This
For
is their
once.
show. Their show.
How are you guys doing?
Oh man, we're loving it. It's a beautiful day. They got an air show going on right now over our heads.
Oh, nice.
You might even hear the planes go by here in a minute, but they've been going by every day. I mean, all day, the whole weekend. Just
Wow.
So we live right by Ellington Air Force Base. That's where
wow.
That's where the NASA flight folks. That's where they train. That's where the president flies in when he comes to Houston, or any dignitary flies in. They fly into Ellington because it's protected. But
that's cool.
Yeah,
It's still about 10 minutes away, but you can see as they're all going up, and then they do the smoke and it comes down, and then when they come real close to over the neighborhood, then you hear all the car alarms going off because it's so loud.
And they fly by, and then all the trees go like this. No, they get really close. But no, it's been really nice. We just got back from I being out of town, and it's so nice to get back to land and back to where your normal, in your normal routine.
In a way,
right.
I like
And did we lose you?
No, I'm just trying to bring it closer because I can't read the chat.
I did plant some beets, onions, and radishes, and they're coming up. They're outside, but they're coming up. So I figure, well, it's not quite so hot.
Yeah.
The heat and everything won't ruin them. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And I
Good
still
luck.
got tomatoes growing too. So
Yep.
That is awesome.
That's tomatoes
that's
growing.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Good to
awesome.
hear. I'm going to turn to chat for a second. Hi, Butler Family Farm, and it all adds up. Miss Lori, Joe Fix It For You. I don't know why I can't say that ever. Chris's Creation Fun, and you guys, Joyfully Orange, Deborah, Grace and Fire with Glenda. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Hi, Lynn, and Bubble Bibble, and Robin Hood Homestead. Hey, Jaden, and then you're going to scroll.
Hey, Mr. Remy.
Hi, Mr. Remy. And
Miss Karma.
Miss Karma. Thank you so much for being here.
The Moose. Love that name. Never gonna get over that name. Thrifty Endeavors and Adventures. Happy Sunday.
Hey, Watt Life.
Hey, Mr. Watt.
And Miss Lori.
you're really behind
Lori's World.
Yeah.
I went all the way to the top. I'm trying.
Hi, Miss Christine.
Hi, Miss Christine. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. Hey, Bunky. She'll be on a little bit later. She's got some stuff to
literally
show.
sitting like right there.
I actually don't know if I
can
have her
see
image.
her.
But I'm gonna work on that later. Hey, our treasured home, Miss Nancy. And anyone in chat that I missed. Oh, hi, Miss Jennifer Ocean Homestead and JST Country Girl. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I think that's it. But if I missed anyone, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna try to.
So I saw the collaboration website.
Very
Yeah?
nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Did a great job
you.
on it. But I just find one problem with it.
Uh-oh.
Nothing works.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is now we're committed for 2025. There's no backing out now, girls. You done spoke it to the world.
Yep, I'm excited about it. I've been working on it for like 2 weeks, so
She has. She's been very, very excited
Yeah.
about that.
It's gorgeous.
It looks nice.
And yeah,
You?
you know, the presentation is spot on. You know, it's all about the vegetables, the seeds and stuff, the canning. It just you did a great job. And I know you're going to keep adding as we go through that the coming months. So I see a lot of potential for growth here.
none of the other pages work. So just like feel free to not click
No,
on
I know,
anything else.
I know. That's what I say. I know you're going to be adding a whole bunch more to it. You know, like the newsletter section and probably more on the how to join section.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. And then obviously FAQs are big because throughout the whole year. Well, how do we? And just
people be asking questions.
the FAQs are going to be a major hit section there. So, but it's looking great, looking awesome.
Yeah, you know
Love
what
the
was really,
colors.
what was really important? It's got pictures.
Hey.
Yeah. And I like that Trey put her little logo design, her little signature in on
We
the
finally
drawing.
got her to sign her stuff.
Finally,
Good.
it looks amazing,
I'm
Trey.
so bad at remembering to sign my stuff. And I spent like 3 minutes. Every time someone's just like, oh, hey, you should sign your art. I spend 3 minutes redesigning what my signature should be. It's new
Yeah.
again.
She'll put out a picture in about 5 minutes and then in 30 minutes to do her signature.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Really? But no, it looks good. Proud of you. I can't wait to see what comes up next.
Thank you. Jennifer Ocean Homestead got her hydroponic grow system.
Ooh, congratulations.
That's awesome. I will keep that
Oh,
in
yeah,
mind.
'cause
Lettuce
she
therapy,
was
thank
the
you.
winner of the hydroponic system. Yes,
Lettuce is a good one, Jennifer, to start especially in the winter.
or microgreens, your greens.
Mhm. Let me see if I can.
I always get like so shocked by how quickly you get stuff done. Cause like you literally you'll like wait for the last minute to do stuff, and then you do this you made this website essentially in like 2 days.
No.
All the time
Well-
put together is like 2 days.
But Trey, you understand her motto, right? If it wasn't for the last minute, she wouldn't get nothing done.
No, literally, I'm very good at not doing anything until it's about to be posted.
Yeah, you remember that biology paper?
None of the other pages for the homepage for the website existed until this morning, and I didn't have it up until like 2 hours ago.
Last Monday, you were saying, "Well, yeah, I'm working on something that's going to be a surprise."
I did not work on it.
and you didn't work on it at all.
She hadn't even started it when she said that.
No,
I'm working on a surprise. Means I've been brainstorming a surprise, and it'll be here by next week. And
I had the navigation bar done for like a week, and that was it. I was like,
but
okay,
then you didn't touch it.
I have the navigation bar, and now I'm done. That was so hard.
So everything was up here for a week. You knew what you wanted, right? You
Yeah.
just had to put it down. Okay. Hey, at least you're working on it.
I made a little sketch.
In your head.
Yeah.
No, I actually made a sketch.
Yeah. So I noticed in the picture, obviously it's a beautiful picture of you two. And then in the kitchen, right behind Kayla, there's a Berkey behind you.
There is indeed.
Is it? Do you like using the Berkey? Is it very?
Yeah. So we've actually used that Berkey for like 4 or 5 years now, and we've probably had it as long as we've had this channel, because when we moved here, we really needed it, because our water is so full of iron around here, and it's awful. Like if you look down, like if you go to the area where we try to filter the water, like within 3 months, it is like so orange. Like we have so much iron content in our water, and we can't afford to just get water bottles. And plus, water bottles aren't that good for you long term anyway.
Yeah, the plastic in the water bottles leaches into the water, so that's not technically the healthiest option either. So just using the Berkey, I mean, first of all, the water tastes really good. And like you think of water doesn't have a taste, but it does. And the Berkey water tastes so much better than other like I've ranked water bottles in my head where like this brand tastes way better than this brand, and you never want to get this brand because it just tastes really bad. The Berkey water just tastes really, really good.
So how often are you having, because of the iron, how often are you having to change out the filters?
So we actually let the filters go for anywhere from like 6 months to a year. I tend to like try to actually change them and wash them and stuff when it's visibly orange, and that does take a little while to like happen.
So they're reusable. You can pull them out and wash them off and then reuse them.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
But
do you guys have one?
No. But we're thinking about getting one, trying to find one. But I just noticed that you guys even had one.
Yeah, I think I never did a video on it. I wanted to, like 4 years ago, but I think we end up having to refill a 2-gallon like once every 2 days. We just go through a lot of water, and sometimes even like twice in a day if we're cooking.
Right.
But it filters surprisingly fast, all things considered. Right. So it's a good alternative.
Yeah. I've been advised not to drink water out of the hose. So.
Yeah.
We did that growing up, and I'm fine.
Yeah. Well water. Oh yeah, high in calcium. Yeah, we actually have. I think it's the same issue. Where like in the incubator, actually, if you try to use like tap water in the incubator and it all collects at the bottom.
That's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Iron deposits.
Calcium deposits.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. I never like actually thought through why I have to clean that out. Hose water is great.
Let's see. Hi, Miss Misha.
Yeah, there's like different filters for the Berkey. So like you can specify, you get your water tested, you know what your water has and what you need it to not have. And you can get the different filters.
Yeah,
I know we have 2 different kinds.
Yeah, because one of them gets rid of iron really well, and the other one gets rid of fluorine. I think because we are relatively next to a cornfield that sprays with fluorine. So we try to get that out of our water as much as possible.
Right.
How do
that makes sense to have your water tested to see what's high, what's low. Right.
Yep. Because everyone's water content is different, like just depending on like where you are locally.
Yeah. And it's like it's not even like relative to like where you live near the ocean. It's like almost like micro areas. What are those called?
Microclimates?
Yeah. Because like even if your neighbors spray their grass with something, that can affect it.
ER uses reverse osmosis. Hello, by the way.
Oh.
That's so cool.
Galvanized from wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen some like that. Those are cool. Let's see. The immune system. I'm not sure what you mean by this. Like Like just
He's
like in
saying what he's
general?
saying is if you're not exposed to the bad stuff, let's say how's your
The
body ever going
iron,
to
the calcium.
build an immunity
Oh.
to it? It'd be like,
Oh.
a newborn, not letting a newborn ever go outside because you're afraid
Right.
that it might get sick. Well, your body has to build immunity. Build up
Yeah.
It
immunity.
doesn't have to drink hose water though.
I
I
think
would.
that might
I
be
think he was-
part of the reason Dad said I got the immune system of a coyote.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah, because you were like 5 and you just ate everything.
Yeah, you're exposing yourself to almost everything out there, and that's why you're immune to it.
Yeah.
Except for you're not immune to accidents.
no.
You
But I
know
actually
that.
am usually
She's a
one of the
magnet.
last people to get sick when
No,
I'm-
literally.
and she's always the first person.
I'm always the first one to
She
get
gets
sick.
it. She gets it and gives it to everyone else. That is
I
Yeah.
don't like hose water because the hose stays outside all the time and it gets thrown around and then you're like there's dirt in the hose.
well, you
and
let
then
it
you're gonna
run
drink
for a
that.
bit. You let it run for a bit before you drink it.
So that's my thing against it. Like
But you don't really have
I'm
to.
sure it's fine, but like it's gross.
You've fallen in the mud and gotten dirt in your face. That's essentially the same thing.
It's not
Well,
fun.
almost. She's not drinking the muddy water.
I'm not drinking it. One thing I did want to bring up before we brought our guests up for the night. Tonight we have Butler Family Farm and Rem's family, and we are looking forward to talking to them. But I did want to bring up that we are thinking about bringing channel memberships back on this channel and just committing that to Survival Seeds, because we want to be able to send out seeds a little bit better this year. And I'm thinking that we're going to send them out in boxes. And the reason we wanted to send them out instead of like having a different seed company we're collaborating with send them out is because I want to make sure that the seeds are good quality, because low germination rates are not fun. And if you're only getting like 10 of each seed, you need at least 6 or 7 to be good seeds.
To germinate, yeah. You need a high
Otherwise, it's not a very good year for you. And so I wanted to kind of pick the seed company that our dad, who does have a plant science degree, likes using because he pays attention to that kind of stat. And so I think when I send them this year, I want to put them in boxes instead of in envelopes. And that's going to be a little harder on shipping. I mean,
a little
it's
more costly.
A little more costly, but it's going to be
Yeah.
easier because it's not going to get crunched.
And then you don't have to
Right.
And
send
so
it, yeah.
what the memberships would do, I'm thinking about having like a $2 a month membership in which you could pay for your own seeds and help pay for someone else's, so that you could help cover the cost of the shipping.
Maybe have a sponsorship program.
Yeah.
I want to sponsor 5 people who want to be in Survival Seeds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something like that would be great.
That'd be great.
$20.
Yeah, like $20 to sponsor 5 people, or $2 to sponsor one person. Whatever it comes out to.
Yeah.
That'd be a great idea.
Because we talked last week, and a lot of people in the chat last week did say that one of the concerns to buying your own seeds and just doing it that way is that not everyone can afford it. And while that would be eliminated by offsourcing to another company so that they could package it and send it for us, and that would be amazing, we wouldn't have the same totally successful germination rate. That said, we are talking to a couple of seed companies that I know are very good as far as germination rates go. And if that happens, then we would definitely partner with them. But if not, we would still pay for the seeds and we would still send them out manually. Just because it's something that was on our hearts that we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure that everyone has good seeds and everyone is able to grow what the objective is.
Would you ever consider going someplace else instead of going to a German nation? Maybe go to a different kind of nation, like American?
I wasn't going to say it.
Stop.
Really?
It was a good one. I appreciated it.
I mean, I did appreciate it. I just don't know how to say anything back because I don't have banter. It's just like, good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a good
Welcome
job.
to my
Mr.
world.
Jesse. You got a good job. I never get good jobs for my jokes.
Must be The
it all
drummer
adds
thing.
up. So yeah,
Got it.
what I'm thinking about with that is that if you would like to sponsor the collaboration, since I do have a sponsor page on my super fancy site now, I guess like a certain tier or a certain number of people you would be sponsoring would get you a spot on that website, and we'd love to shout you guys out. And I haven't like broken down all of the perks yet. I was going to today, but I got distracted. Yeah.
Coding. She got distracted coding.
But I was going to get that figured out. But hopefully that's going to be the plan for next week. And any memberships, super chats, etc. on this channel is going to go towards that, because I think that's something I just genuinely want to pursue with this. So any memberships would not be going towards our music. It would be going out towards helping ship seeds or helping with funding giveaways or something. But that's the thought.
Yeah.
I know there was something else. Thank you.
Should we bring up our guests? It's
Yes.
6:25.
Yes, thank you.
Hi. I was
Hello.
kind of without.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Just,
Hello, everybody.
threw 'em up there with no
How are you
warning.
this evening?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good to hear.
Here.
I hear that Canada got snow today.
Yep.
You
It's not
bet.
big, but we have a few snowflakes.
Yeah, so did Tony and Joni, we got
We're not
a short video of the snow dropping on their property.
Yeah, I felt like crying.
I would.
I am not
think I
ready
would
for
actually
this. No.
cry if I got snow in October.
I think we
Yeah.
did have snow in October last year.
I think I did cry.
Too early for
Okay.
snow.
It's too early for
That is
this.
too early
Yeah,
for snow.
too early
That's
for
way too
snow.
early.
And snow is a 4-letter word. Just saying.
Jesse. So are you guys glad that 2024 is done and then you can just think about 2025 now, not have to really, get busy with it? You can just dream about it or plan it.
So I mean, like, yes and no.
I'm not ready to turn 18.
2024 is like the coolest year we've ever had, just because of like the opportunities we've had this year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm also like right out of high school. In 2025, I'm going to be doing calculus. So no,
I forgot you were doing calculus.
this has
next
been
year.
the only semester of my life I didn't have to take a math course, and I'm very enjoying that.
Don't be
So
Math
but
wasn't my
2020
thing either.
no,
I don't understand that at all.
You do my calculus then.
Okay. I'm doing calculus next year too.
But 2025 is going to be fun to plan, like especially collaboration wise.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like that's just occupying a lot of my brain space right now. So
Yeah.
I know.
I'm hoping it's going to be cool. So
You were able to empty a little bit of the brain space on the website, but then it's still crammed in there.
I didn't type it in time.
Guys
Okay.
are cute.
You guys,
Thank you.
do you have your questions?
I
Your
do.
little graph.
I do, but you're supposed to answer the question too.
I am.
Yeah.
Question.
Are you excited for next year?
Oh. Oh, I didn't
I
realize that
should
was
be
a
the only
question
one
I forgot
answering
that.
that.
I thought you covered it because
So
yeah, we've had
sad.
we've had a lot of stuff that happened this year, and I really enjoyed this year. Next year is probably going to be very chaotic and stuff, but you know, you go with it as it comes.
I'm looking for something. Hold on.
Okay.
So what are the things that you think, was there any good parts about it that you liked about 2024? Any bad parts about it? Things you would change? Is there anything that you totally disliked of 2024 Survival Seeds that you don't want to see happen again in 2025? What are your thoughts?
I like 2024 as far as the collab win and the planning and everything you all did. I know that my survival seed garden was in the wrong place. And it wasn't prepped right. And so we've already been talking about, as soon as you pull the last plant out or the last dead plant, you're already talking about next year.
Yep.
And we've already got stuff going, we're already redoing our garden totally, but our survival seed garden is going to be over with the rest of it, the garden, but in its own area. But this year it didn't get enough sun. It was in half shade, half sun type area.
And water was not
And
the
the
right.
water
The water
wasn't-
was not right.
Yeah, water wasn't
We
right.
have
Was that in the area that got burnt? Remember that you had the little grass
No.
fire area? No, that wasn't that
No.
area.
that's
Okay.
our regular
I
garden.
remember that.
But where the survival seed garden was, and I didn't think about this till way too late. We're on soft water now for everything. And when I had the big garden going, Jerry says, that soft water, you got to hook into the well. And so I had a hose running from the well all the way out to the big garden. And that's what the water they got. The
But
survival,
that was only halfway through the season.
right. But the
Well-
survival seed garden got
Can someone else close that, please? I'm sorry.
that the survival seed
Thank you.
garden only got the soft water.
Right.
Yeah.
And the soft water had, soft water was salt. So that saturated the water. I don't know if a lot of that salt gets in that water or not, but I think it was losing a lot of the nutrients that it should have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap into the piping before the soft water softener and run a pipe out of the well house. So we have that bib for just watering the garden.
And the
So
garden.
basically, you were currently watering from the water after it went to the filter. So,
Correct.
From the house. You're basically
Yeah.
using house water to water,
Yes.
and you're going to do it
Yes.
before. Okay.
Well, we use that for everything because we have such a high calcium content here. Our water is what they call a 17 hardness, which is extremely hard.
Whoa.
So we opted to change it to get soft water because we were always having problems with our pipes.
Clogging.
The toilet wouldn't flush because it had calcium get up into the parts of it, so it wouldn't turn. The water wouldn't turn off, and so we had to go out there and disconnect it apart, take it apart.
Right.
We have the sink wouldn't turn. No water would come into the sink, so it had to go through everything. So that calcium would stop things from working like it's supposed to. So
Right.
when we put the soft water in there, all that stuff was breaking loose on the inside. But now that it's been a year now, it's all cleaned out, and we have reverse osmosis under our sink. So our soft water comes to the house, it goes to reverse osmosis for our drinking water.
Wow.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good system.
Yep.
Right. But the survival seed garden got soft water.
Right.
So now it won't. It's going to move over here to the other side, get the sun it's supposed to get the dirt that it's supposed to get, and the water. So I think 2025 is going to be a much better year.
More
Fingers crossed.
bunker crops.
Yeah.
So Susan or Jerry, were y'all able to save any seeds from this year?
Yes, you
I did the kidney bean seeds because I had a lot of those, because the kidney beans and the tomatoes, when I just arbitrarily chose to plant them in the big garden, they took off. They just took off. I did not get any squash seeds, and I did not get any beet seeds, and I used up all my onion seeds. But
our onions didn't do very good at all.
yeah, but
We
they
got
were
them
all
about that big around.
Hmm.
So the only seeds I really got were the red kidney beans. Yeah, we ate the
right.
tomatoes before I could get the seeds.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway,
Mr. Rum, how did your year go?
Well, I think you watched my conclusion video. It was a great year. I'm just wondering, like, when I started this collaboration, I was like, okay, what's their goal? Like, I know when you do a collaboration, you want to bring people together, and I think you've accomplished that. You want to get people talking about, is this right for me? Is this not right for me? Am I doing the right choice? And the conversation was going on, and I think that you succeeded in that aspect of the collaboration, because all throughout the season I was going, okay, is this for me? And I ended up finding out that, okay, San Marzano tomatoes, I have no idea where I put them, so I might have had some and I just don't know. But they're pretty much the same as Roma tomatoes, so
Yeah.
that was my fault. The beets, they did pretty well. What else? You had the butternut squash. I actually had my first creamy soup yesterday. It was delicious.
Nice.
I think the only one I had was the beans, because the pole beans don't do too well in my area. And when I start thinking about what are you girls going to do different next year, I'm just wondering, are you going to have different type of squash, different type of beans for different area or different part of the world. Living in a cold climate, it's still different here.
We talked about it, and I got approval from the parents, and we are definitely going to be doing that next year because onions did not grow well for everyone. Because some climates need a long day, and some climates need climates. Stop laughing at me. I'm not laughing at you. Climates
Some
need
zones.
a short day. Different zones. And at the very least, I wanted to make sure that the onion we picked was going to be good for either climate zone. And so we ended up talking about it, and we might change beets because not many people liked the beets, and we would definitely do a different seed set depending on if you're in a cold climate or a warm climate.
Right.
So yes, the only matter with that is that I would like to figure out what the general. I have no idea why. I would like to know what the general consensus is as far as what we think we should be growing. The kidney beans was pretty well received, I think. I know some people wanted green beans instead, but kidney beans has a lot of protein.
Kidney beans were mostly picked because of their high protein content. They cover protein, which the other seeds really don't. So that's why they were chosen above like other beans. And like we could consider like pinto beans or something like that. But green beans, I don't think really covers the same protein content.
And I haven't done the homework on pinto beans, so like I don't know if they grow better in cold climates or if we should just change the cold climate protein to be like kale or something.
What about black-eyed peas? Is that considered a bean?
I think so.
I think it might. It definitely has good protein content.
They were in the salad we had the other day.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
that would be a good one to try maybe, but
Yeah.
I was looking at those the other day. I'm just like, they actually look like they have a black eye. The bean.
Yep.
It looks it. That was a good name for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write some stuff down. One sec.
Okay. So if you were to pick a seed, to either replace or add to the 6 survival seeds, what would you pick? Who's going to answer first?
A different one than we had in 2024.
Yeah.
I would go carrots. Because it's a root crop and it can be planted later in the season. It doesn't have to be like right in the spring. You can plant it later. And you can. I know somebody that has a greenhouse in Wyoming, and she doesn't pull her carrots out until she needs them, and she'll go out there and pull them out of the greenhouse in the wintertime, to use in whatever she needs, for her dinner. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I don't have a greenhouse, but I would leave my carrots in my IBC tote and go out and get them when I needed them. So that's just my thought.
Yeah, I'm all for carrots, but I like the rainbow carrots. So you never know what you're going to get.
That's true. That's true.
Loves those.
You were muted.
Oh, Bunky loves the rainbow carrots. But what would you add, Mr. Remy?
I had carrots in mine as well. We don't eat a lot of onions here, but carrots is something that you could plant, let it go. It would go to seed and self-seed. It's a biennial plant, and you can leave it in the ground all winter long. They actually get better in the spring if they spend the winter in the ground. That was my choice as well.
Cool. I think we've got carrots from a few other people too. Now, of the 6 survival seeds, what was your least favorite or least successful? And I changed that because like some people, like maybe the beets didn't grow for you at all, or other people like Miss Lori, you just really cannot stand eating squash. So least favorite or least successful.
The squash was
the squash was the least successful for me, and we like squash, so I was disappointed.
We were bummed out.
Yeah, that I didn't do very well with that. I got this little.
Where is it?
I think it's in. I don't think I have any more. It wasn't even big enough to take seeds out of.
It's only about that big.
It was.
Oh my gosh!
But it was cool looking because it looked like it was a miniature.
Yeah, it was like very miniature. But that was our quote unquote a failure, as well as the peppers, the peppers never came up. I started them in the house. They didn't come up there. I put them out in the bed that I was going to use for them, and planted them right in the dirt. Never got a pepper. So I had 2 failures, 2 unsuccessful growings.
All right.
For me,
No.
For me was onions and the pole beans. I didn't get one single onion, and the pole beans, they started growing, but by the time they were almost ready to be harvested, we had a few cold snaps, and they died. The plants died.
Oh yeah, that's no fun.
It happens. But if I had I have a greenhouse, I just didn't have any space in it. If I had space in my greenhouse, I could have extend my growing season by a few weeks. Maybe I would have had this with them.
I like that idea.
So before we continue with the questions, we're going to actually do something. Today is the last Sunday of the month, and you finished talking about it because I lost my train of thought.
And we did want to do some giveaways just to stay true to what we've been doing. But it's not going to be anything fancy, and it's just a hashtag that I kind of sort of put together. I don't remember how to get this back up.
You just added
I minimized my tab. Give me 2 seconds.
Just click it. You just click this.
There we go.
There you go. So we're gonna be doing a giveaway again for Hori Hori. Again, these are like the best garden tool in my opinion.
Yeah, I've seen. I checked them out on Amazon.
Yeah, these do pretty much everything. You got like a saw side, there's a blade side. Dig with it, and then you can also see like how deep you're digging if you're planting a seed with your holes. And you can cut stuff with it with this thing. But just like all in all, it's the ultimate garden tool.
Show it again, Trey.
This.
There you go. Now you can see it.
Yeah.
It's even made
So Linda.
measurements on it for how deep to put something.
Yeah. So these are really helpful, and we're just gonna have the hashtag running while we keep talking, so you can put them in for however long you'd like.
Right.
What's the next question?
What was your favorite seed from this year?
Oh,
I want to know which ones that people like generally want us to keep.
The tomato plant, the tomatoes. The one I had out in my designated survival garden, I got a couple off of those, but I had it too crowded. I had it in a bucket, and I had it too crowded, so I took 2 of them and put them in my IBC totes, and they just went crazy. I couldn't even keep up with the harvest and I wanted to make a bunch of salsa, and it was too much. So they're in the freezer right now, waiting to be processed later. So, and we ate them in salads, and they were pretty good. They were pretty good. I really liked them.
I'm with you on that one. The Mariana tomato lived up to all of our expectations and more. The reason it was picked is because of the research mostly she did. It was said to be a multi-purpose tomato, and that means it was not only juicy, so it's good for like eating and slicing and putting in salads, but it's also got like a lot like meat, a lot of meat on it.
Yep.
Like not like actually meat, but like tomato meat on it. So it's good for like sauces and salsas as well. And so that's why we wanted it, and it turned out to do both of those things. And it's really big, like much bigger than I expected it to be. And they actually have a really great how they grow. There's like they're not bruised or damaged very much. Like most of the tomatoes we grow, there's going to be a lot of them that like get black rot on the bottom or different like bruising and stuff. And these ones are like sparkly and pretty and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like a really nice tomato variety. So I'm really happy with that.
I had hookworms this year too, and they really like those tomato plants.
Oh no!
I had to go out. My son found a black light, and we ordered it, and we went out every night for a couple nights in a row to, get
chickens loved it.
Yeah, the chickens loved them.
Nice.
But yeah,
that was. But what was your favorite seed, Mr. Remy?
I'm a fan of squash. Butternut squash was my favorite. If you know me, I grow all kind of squash. Every single one I can grow, I grow them. I have probably still like 100 in my kitchen right now that we didn't have time to preserve yet. I have some frozen. I have some canned. I have some dehydrated. I just love them.
Yeah.
Remy,
I was
do you grow the squash that has that look like they have leprosy?
No,
The squash that has all those little bumps all over them. You've seen them, right? Like for Halloween.
Yeah,
The orange one?
like,
like that.
Yeah. like
Well,
that.
they're different colors. They're
But they
orange.
have
They're,
Not one
they're
of
green.
their.
I didn't grow any this year.
They look
Not
like
that I
they
know
look
of.
like squash that has leprosy. I'm thinking, who would eat that? Not me.
I think he may be talking about the acorn squash.
Like
Yeah.
this, Jesse?
Almost. But they're like really big lumps.
Yeah.
Look like almost like warts, but
Yeah.
oversized.
Yeah, that's what these are like, see?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Now you can see it.
But
Now
they're-
you can-
yeah.
Okay, those are like yellow early prolific squash, I think.
Yeah, you can
I
buy.
have some of those.
Walmart sells a lot of those, and they're
Those are cool.
Yeah, I have some of those.
Are they meant to look like that?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, I think those are really cool. I was watching your video, the 2-part garden tour video you put up, Mr. Remy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of squash that I don't think I could pronounce or spell. There's a lot of squash growing in there.
The Gete Okosomen is one I had trouble pronouncing for a while.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Those get big. They get pretty big. They can get up to 30 pounds.
Wow.
Whoa, seriously?
Wow.
That's insane.
30-pound squash. That is incredible.
They have a lemony taste too. They're pretty good.
Oh.
My biggest one was only 13 though. I didn't let them grow to 30.
Yeah, if I was better at spelling, then I might actually try to grow that. That sounds really cool. I don't think I could find it on Google.
Before we move on to the next question, I'm gonna go ahead and draw.
Oh, what are you gonna draw?
I'm not gonna no.
Draw a little.
Wait, I didn't put mine in there. Hold up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You gotta announce it and do a countdown.
Yeah, they do it right.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
give me you gotta give me a
I'm
countdown.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Congratulations, Miss Lynette. You
Do
have
over
won.
because I didn't get mine in there. We were
I'm
talking.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You have won your very, very own cool garden
Thing.
weapon.
Weapon.
Hori hori. Hori hori.
Garden tool. It's a garden tool.
Garden
That's-
tool.
Garden
I lost
tool.
every word ever there for a minute.
I mean, they love that tool so much they named it twice.
yeah.
Yeah. Write it down. Yes.
I got it. I'll write it
It
down.
is in
girl.
here.
Thank you.
All
All
right.
right. Another question I had for you guys. What was a topic that you would like to have elaborated more with the interviews for next year?
I like only because I'm adding more to my garden, the different types of way you can garden. It's not all in-ground gardening nowadays. There's different types of raised beds. There's wicking, self-wicking tubs and gardens. There's hydroponics,
Straw bales.
straw bales.
That's awesome.
I think that would be awesome to hear how to do it, maybe, or even those that have done it, how they've been successful or what they didn't do right to where they weren't successful. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah. And what would you like to see talked about?
John Brinkworth says soil.
I think there's already people that talked about the foraging part. I feel like if we were in a situation where we were in a survival situation, it would not only be the seeds that would matter; it would be everything that we have in our surroundings.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we did touch on that aspect, but I don't know. Maybe we could go deeper because
I would love to do that. Or to
I have like
hear about
so
that.
many apple trees around here. Like I would never need to grow apples if I was stuck.
Right.
We
Right.
have a few cherry trees, but besides that, everything else is not natural. If you see plum trees or pear trees, they're not natural.
Oh.
Well, like Susan was saying, they realized that they weren't getting enough sun, they weren't getting the right kind of water. So maybe discuss more about what are the things. Obviously, you need water, you need soil, you need whatever, however you're
But
going
what to put in the
yeah,
soil
what to
too.
put on this, put in the soil. What kind of
Amendments.
how do you prepare
Yeah.
your soil for
Yeah,
next
compost.
year's growth? And another thing is water. Somebody talked about the pH. I think it was Canadian Family Life. They were talking
Yeah.
about the pH of the water. The pH was way too high, and or way too low rather, and they had to raise the pH. And
Right.
I would have never thought about that. I mean, I'd just go out there and grab the water hose, right, and start
Right.
Yeah.
watering the garden. Well, maybe the pH is off, and that's why your peppers didn't come out, or maybe that's why your onions only grew so big. So
True.
maybe concentrate on the things you need before you put that seed in the ground to make sure it's right, because our water may be bad and we don't even know it.
Right.
Jennifer says recipes. That's a pretty good idea too.
Yes.
What
I want to
with
do some.
harvest.
I feel like it would be cool if, like, every now and then we just did something where all of the hosts got together and cooked something. Each of them. I think
Or
that
how
would be
about
very.
if all the hosts got together and ate something?
I'm for that.
I can send you guys more jelly beans if you want.
Yeah.
No,
no.
never
No,
mind.
the smile is like gone.
He left.
Actually left.
Don't talk about no beans, because you talk about them.
He's gone.
Unless they're
Oh
black.
no.
Hey, we gotta
Yes.
start the.
So hold on. I want to answer a question. Sure. I would definitely like that.
That would be awesome, Miss Michelle. Thank you.
And yes, Miss Lynette, please send us an email at Survival Seeds Collab. But it's Survival Seeds Collab with 2 L's. COLLAB. I'm sorry for the typo. But that's our new email address for Survival Seed stuff. And I need to keep stuff organized because the music email is getting very crowded.
We're getting all the official stuff for Survival Seeds put together. She got a website. She got all the social medias. She's got an email.
I have a
fun.
Facebook for it, and I don't even know how to do Facebook.
No, you don't.
I'd like to see a freeze dryer sponsor. That is actually a very interesting thought. I can try to get in touch with people. I don't know how I'd do that. But
I would like to see a freeze dryer sponsor too.
I would like to win one.
I would like.
I
I would like to keep the freeze dryer that was
Hashtag.
sponsored, but you know.
Same.
HarvestRight.com.
All right, and while we're at a stopping point, oh, what is this?
Oh, what are the?
Squash.
Are those Oh, those are squash.
Freeze dried squash.
Squash.
That's so cool.
Freeze-dried squash. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And I have some
Awesome.
beets, carrots, cucumbers. I don't have a freeze dryer. I just have a very good friend that has one.
That's awesome.
That's a
nice.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
we go 50-50. I provide the vegetables and he provides the freeze dryer.
Barter
nice.
system. That's a good way to do that.
Yeah.
I need to find somebody with a freeze dryer.
I wonder if you can freeze-dry seeds.
I don't think they'd be usable, but I'm
Sorry.
sure you
Nope.
could.
already.
They wouldn't be. They would take the germination out of them.
Yeah.
That would.
Yeah, all the
Maybe it would make
moisture.
them puffy though.
Puffy seeds.
That's what it does to candy bars.
Oh, and,
It
Um,
depends
or
on
ice
what
cream.
freeze dry.
You don't want to eat freeze-dried ice cream. That was terrible.
I
Was
would
it?
like to try it.
That sounds
The
gross.
one we had.
The one we
not
had was
good.
terrible.
I would like to try
Was
it.
it
I want
was it the
try
flavor of it or just the ice cream itself?
Well, it was those ice cream sandwiches, like what do they
Yeah.
call those? Ice
Oh.
cream sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We did the ice cream sandwiches and
Not us.
well, we
They were
had some,
given
yeah,
to us.
they were given to us. That they froze. It was before we got our freeze dryer, so
Uh-huh.
they gave us the ice cream. I said, I'm not even gonna waste our time doing it. But when you put it in your mouth, it tastes like you're eating chalk.
Oh. Ooh.
That's how. Because I don't know if it just takes out all the moisture, but I think it takes out
It
the
does.
sugar
It
as
takes
well.
out all the
Right.
moisture.
So
No,
the
sugar
sugar,
still should
Sugar
still be
out.
in there, but the moisture it just takes the
well,
moisture out.
when you ate it, it was just like
like cardboard.
Cardboard,
almost, yeah.
like chewing on cardboard.
So we're not
Yeah,
sure.
well,
why.
you know, Kayla likes cardboard with like icing on
Stop.
it, so maybe she'd like it.
That is slander. That is so mean.
You do.
So,
That is my favorite
Yeah.
cereal.
Mini wheats. It's literally cardboard with icing on it.
Hey, I like mini
the
wheats
frosted
too.
wheats. Yeah, me
See?
too. Frosted
See?
mini wheats.
Yeah.
Cardboard with icing on it.
Yeah, I agree, Trey.
No, it's like
Thank
like
you.
eating haystacks with sugar on top.
That's right.
like-
It's like, you know, it's going
like-
back to your roots and eating hay.
Do you like
And
Cheerios?
you eat those so you don't have to drink this.
Ew.
That's right.
What about Cheerios? Do you like Cheerios?
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Cheerios
sand.
are
What is sand?
Okay,
Cheerios
so
have
to get,
blueberries or strawberries.
That was the hit cereal in the 50s.
Beech nut, or no, grape nuts. That's like eating rocks.
Right?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
grape nuts is like eating rocks.
Yep.
But no, we grew up on Frosted Flakes. We had Tony the Tiger. We had
Cheerios.
we had Frankenstein.
No, not when you were growing up.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We had Pebbles and Bam Bam and all them other
Mhm.
ones.
Fruit
Yeah.
Fruit Loop.
Oops,
Who,
yep.
who didn't like Fruit Loop? And Captain Crunch, the original
And
Captain
Lucky
Crunch.
Charms with the stale marshmallows.
right.
Oh, that's magically delicious.
Freeze dried. Hey, I tell you what,
Yeah.
those, you can freeze dry a marshmallow and it tastes outstanding. Milk duds, one of the best things to freeze dry. Milk duds.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
No. What you gotta do is freeze dry gummy worms.
Those are
We went to the Papa Wine and Harvest Fest, and
No,
someone was
no.
selling freeze dried candy, and they had freeze dried gummy worms, and it may be the best thing I've ever had in my life. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I've heard it's
Have
pretty
you had
good.
the freeze dried, what do you call those ones where you cut them for? Cut them for?
Saltwater taffy.
Saltwater taffy.
Those were good too.
That would be good.
I'm
Yes.
gonna take you off a tangent for a second.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No, stop.
It's okay. You had one job.
Yeah.
No one
Cheerios
will
are good,
know.
too.
Everyone knows.
Seeds.
Okay, so the next one is seeds. And basically for this one, you are going to win seeds.
What?
Yeah, you have the chance of 3 survival seeds that we packaged for 2024. And these were pretty much the newest you can get.
As far as seeds go.
Seeds.
But they'll be randomly chosen, so you can have like beets,
Okay.
tomatoes, pepperoncinis. Basically what we grew this year. If you would like some, we still have some, and we can give you some.
So those are all the seeds that y'all tested and they floated. So y'all are
Yep.
giving them away.
Yep, they're good. Or you can have 3 packs of random
better?
flowers we found in Bunky's seed packs.
Don't tell her. So yeah, you either get 3 random packs of survival seeds, or you get 3 random packs of flowers that Bunky definitely gave us permission to give away. And we'll leave it at that. Oh yeah. Don't
Gave
mind
us
her.
permission, but we can't tell her.
What would be funny is if she wins and she just takes her seeds back.
I can totally see her doing that though.
Bucky. Bucky should win the seeds.
Yeah, Bunky's in the chat.
Yeah.
Bunky
Yeah,
is
you
in
want
the
our
chat.
seeds.
I
And,
need to make you a new logo.
and speaking of Bunky, I also did want to bring her up because she did some things. How do you... My screen is too small again. Okay, good. The hashtag is still going, but you can see us now because Bunky wants to take a second and talk about some stuff.
There she is.
No, let her say hi.
Okay, fine. Say hi. Oh, now I just can't hear anyone. Great.
Hello.
Hi, Bunky.
Hi, Bunky.
You guys better not be talking about me now that I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about you.
You know, Trey.
Yeah, that Trey, I tell you what, she's just a handful, isn't she?
Right?
All right, so we have nothing outside except for
Except for the sad remains of the garden.
yeah, we're gonna get another harvest of kidney beans, I think, because they have more pods now. But I'm definitely not happy with anything now because they're all dead. So I want to show you stuff we've done with our seeds, and that is on the top picture on
Kidney beans.
the left are my kidney beans, and I'm really happy about that. That we unshelled them. We have no idea how to can them, but we just put them in a bag. But they're doing really, really well, and I'm really happy with. So the next middle picture is apple tomato chutney. We had a lot of apples and a lot of tomatoes, so we made apple tomato chutney, which I'm excited to try. We haven't tried them yet, so
I'm getting squished.
What do you use it on?
we don't know.
Oh, you don't.
I have no idea.
Okay, so for context, can I have this back for a second? So for context, we made a butter chicken recipe like a month ago, and Dad asked Mom if she would make chutney to go with it. But no one besides Dad has ever had that in their lives. So she made it, and we canned it, and it looks very, very good, but we don't know what it is yet.
Or how to
But I would assume you just like put it on crackers.
I'm excited.
We will let you know when we try it.
I'm actually pretty excited about it. My picture, please.
No.
The next thing is our beets. We pickle, or maybe it's can. We can and pickle our beets, and these are a really good recipe. We can just crack the jar open when we have no idea what to eat for dinner. So that's what we use our beets for. They're really good. I love them. They're great. So after that is the caramelized onions, the caramelized Walla Walla onions, and we still have a lot of onions. But this year, now this wasn't in our Survival Seeds garden. This was in the Big Bunky's garden. But the onions in Bunky's garden did really well, so we needed to make a recipe. So we made caramelized onions, and we can just crack open a jar when we have hamburgers or Italian sausages, so they're perfect for that use.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't think you need to talk right into the mic.
And after that, some people pickle jalapenos, and we pickled pepperoncinis, which I haven't tried, but they're kind of spicy, honestly, according to
You haven't
Trey,
tried though.
according to Trey and Dad. So
So-
we pickled
So
them.
the question, Bunky, did you already can all the pepperoncini, or do you still have some more?
We have some more.
Yeah, we have some.
Why don't you make with the rest of them? Why don't you make some candy? I mean, cowboy candy with jalapenos.
a
Make
good
cowboy
idea.
candy with the pepperoncini. I bet you that'll be real good.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea. I'll have to tell Mom about that. That's a great
Yes.
idea. But so the canned pepperoncinis, they sound really good. I'm sure they'll be good on like whatever Dad eats jalapenos with.
Nachos.
Tacos, nachos, all of
Nachos.
that stuff.
So if you haven't guessed by now, Bunky is not a spicy person, so she just didn't try it.
So yeah.
That's spicy.
Chicken.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, I'm not very happy about my seeds.
Oh, you mean these?
Bless you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
seeds. Yeah, but
Thank you
Oh,
for the
wow.
donation, Bunky.
She actually just left.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw that.
Show it.
you-
Show it.
I got it.
What are these seeds?
It's Survivor Seeds from this year.
Oh, okay.
Variety or Bunky's flower seeds.
Oh, okay. So if we win, we want the flower seeds.
I would.
Okay.
I can't find it. Hold on.
Did you just sneeze your headphone out?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't put mine in yet. Hold up.
You had like
You
5
missed out,
minutes.
buddy.
You had like 5 minutes.
Sorry about that, Mr. Jesse.
Oh,
I was typing it and you hit the word go. Hey, at least when I do it, I go 5, 4, 3.
I run
Well-
out spontaneousness.
Yeah, well,
Yay,
Miss Glenda
yeah.
beat you to it, so.
Congratulations, Linda.
You can tell her now. You got her address.
We just need to know what you want. Which one?
Yes. If you could send an email to survivalseedscollab@gmail.com, because I am notoriously bad at remembering to shift stuff, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's
You can
flowers.
either get 3 of these or 3 of these?
She wants the flowers. She
She
said
wants the
she wants
flowers?
Okay. So just
I'm gonna write that down.
yeah.
And I'll send you a screenshot of my list.
Thank you so much.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
I'm good at that.
Oh, there's Bunky.
What's it?
She's back.
Oh, you come to ask for your flowers back?
So you come
Bless
back
you
with your
again.
flowers back.
No.
Sorry.
Please,
Great.
to all winners, please email to whatever KK's email address is.
How do you not know my email?
I don't know.
Survival Seeds Collab at gmail.com.
Thank you.
She's
Um,
cute.
She is.
Before we keep going, we're gonna start the other giveaway just so that there's more time and you don't pinch off Mr. Jesse again.
Put it in earlier. Excuse me. This
it
is
in
a
earlier.
book.
Oh,
And this
natural
is-
herbal remedies.
Yes, this is a really, really good book, and I'm sure that Kayla's read it multiple times because she's really fascinated by natural herbal remedies and stuff like that.
Nice.
And so this is kind of more Mr. Charles' side of the collaboration, really. But it's a really good book about all different kinds of plants that you can find that can be used for natural herbal remedies. So pretty much exactly what Mr. Jesse was talking about, or Mr. Charles was talking about. So this is a really cool book, and we're gonna be giving it away if I can figure out how Kayla did that.
She left you.
She did. She had to go sneeze multiple times because she's allergic to all cute things. Present. Share screen. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now you
Let me
gotta go
just-
pull up the other one.
I got it.
There you go.
Here we go.
Back.
Go back. I got it.
Click.
I got it.
Indecision.
I got it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was so creative
Doing
of
your
you.
job for you. So just if you want the very, very cool herbal remedies book with many pictures, then just put
I was
book.
going to ask if it had lots of pictures.
It has lots of pictures.
Here, you can show it off.
Well, Jesse couldn't have it. He didn't have pictures.
Show it off.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're soloed. It's getting awkward.
I'm trying. It doesn't have like lots of pictures, but it has pictures of
It
what
does
you're
have
looking
pictures. I saw some. Yeah.
Yeah, it has some.
for. Oh, there's a
Very
fun
nice
picture.
book.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a very nice book. It's well worth the read. All right. So another question.
Ooh, these are
I'm gonna
pretty.
Open my notes up. What is one thing that you learned over the course of your survival seeds year?
It gets too hot down here.
For me, it has to be consistency. Water, water, water every day. I have to wrap my head around a time, and I plan out my days, and I have to get
But
that.
we're going to stop that next year. I'm putting a drip system in.
Yeah. So, but so I've learned from that. I saved my fruit trees this year, whereas last year I had some problems because of watering. So, when you don't do in ground and they get, like rainwater and stuff, if you've got them in containers, you've got to water
More often.
more often and more deeply.
Hydration is important.
Yeah.
That's
Both
an
for yourself
excellent-
and your plants.
Yes.
Right, but that's an excellent idea, Jerry. If you put in a drip system with a timer or
Yep.
some sort of a mechanism to
Yeah, that's my plan for next
Okay.
year. I'm going to start working on it around this January and start getting all the supplies together and start running it because we're doing IBC totes again this year, and we're adding at least 4 more IBC totes to our garden this year.
And if you can
Nice.
get one that you can run from your phone, because you guys go off on the weekends or go to meetups or whatever, you can still water your stuff from your phone.
We were actually
We-
sponsored by Let Pot this year for the 2024 survival seeds year, and they have a really, really good one. It's a drip irrigation system that you just put in your plants, and then you can do that from your phone, like he was saying.
Yeah, that was super helpful and super fun to put up.
So I checked that
Yeah.
out.
And that system is in our affiliate or Amazon
It is.
store.
Go
and
check his
it's-
thing out.
And it's under the survival seed section.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one of those system on its way. Can't wait.
Oh,
to have it. Yeah,
awesome.
they're sending me one.
Awesome.
Yeah, we really
Nice.
liked the one we got.
Oh, yeah.
Soaker hose works nice too. We used that in 2018-ish for our squash garden, and I really liked it. But I was also 12, and I couldn't figure out why the hose was broken.
The only problem with soaker hoses is that for having us for have raised beds, you have a space between the beds you got to walk through.
Right, and then that's always going to be wet. Yeah.
With the drip system, I'm just going to run the hose down around the bottom of it so you can step over with no problem.
Right.
And then we'll run a hose up to the actual where the plants are at, on
Right,
each
yeah.
one. So that way the hose will be down below everybody's feet. You don't have to worry about it. And I'm just going to swerve it in and out of the dang plant. So
Yeah.
be
My
interesting.
issue with the soaker hoses is that they don't do their job. They don't hold water. That's what hoses do. They just leak
Exactly.
everywhere.
They got all the holes.
They're
Who would
always
sell a
leaking.
40 hose?
No, that's another joke.
I know.
Well, the other thing you have to worry about a soaker hose is if you live in a climate where everything freezes real easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
break really good after they've been frozen.
Because they'll expand and bust that hose.
Yeah. We actually had a lot of those issues with normal hoses as well. Like 2 years ago, we left all of the hoses out for winter. And then the next summer, when Mom tried to water her plants, that was a fun surprise.
It was leaking
Everything was
Yeah.
broken.
That's one of the things on my October list is to collect all the hoses and drain
Drain them
them.
all.
And we only
Yeah,
keep
we gotta
one
do that.
out like for the front for the trees. But everything else.
But we
just-
drain that every day
Yeah.
too.
that we
Yeah.
collect all our hoses and drain them and put them up.
Yeah. You have to bury the drip lines over by Xander. Wow.
Well, that'd be good if I didn't move things around every year.
Yeah, if we didn't have
Right.
Keep
a cement,
changing.
they have a cement pad where the from the pump house to the garden.
Yeah.
So the new garden, Susan, you're going to do this next year is going to be in ground, right? Not raised beds.
No,
it's raised beds.
beds.
Getting
Okay,
too
well, if
old,
it's
we do it
raised
in ground.
Right, but if you're going to be doing raised beds, then you can run you a permanent line with a drip system.
Well,
out
that's
to
what
those
he's-
raised
That's what I'm
beds.
going to do.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do, and it's going to be non-water softener water. That's what he's going to do.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to run it from the pump house to its own guaranteed line, and then I'll have it shut off at the pump house so it doesn't worry about freezing it.
Right.
Right.
Where my garden is at, historically, I didn't garden for a few years because the Johnson grass takes over. And even though we put down, what was it?
We
weed
cloth
cloth.
a geocloth with a
Geocloth.
geocloth.
We still had Johnson grass growing around the perimeter of it.
The Johnsons were always like that.
Yeah, the
know,
Johnsons
I
are
know,
pain. I'm telling you.
They just want to take over. So that's why we do raised beds and straw. That's why I started with straw beds, straw
hate
bale
the
beds.
Johnsons.
So it's because of that.
And the Johnson grass took over the straw bales too because it grows so tall so fast. It would
Right.
get up 3-4 foot tall, and you couldn't get in there to mow it because it's like mowing down bamboo.
Yeah. It gets so weak.
It's so hard to mow down. Unless you're mowing every day, you're not going to keep it down. But I'll do tell you, you got Johnson grass. There's one thing that will definitely get rid of Johnson grass, and that's cows. You put the cows into the Johnson grass, and they'll graze it out.
Nice.
The time it pops up, they'll snap it right off. They love it. But Johnson grass is also very poisonous if it gets stressed. You have to be careful.
Oh. That's wow. Okay.
Wow, that is wow. Huh.
All right, I got one more question for you guys, and this involves one of my thoughts for next year. And I wanted to know what your opinion would be if instead of just adding to the hashtag, you submitted your video link as a Google form, because it got very strenuous to find the links to the videos to promote them every week. And if it was in a Google form, it would be a lot easier to find. But I wanted to know what you guys thought of that idea.
What do you mean by that?
What kind of
I think
name
it's
is
an excellent
strenuous? What kind of
idea.
word is strenuous?
I don't know what you mean by as a Google form. What do you mean by that?
So Google has a feature where you can have a form and give a link to the form, like in the description of your video. And if you click that link, you can put the link to your video, and that's how you would send it in. And then you would just submit that link.
They're really simple to use. Pretty much all you have to do is say what your name is and then put the link and then click submit. And that will send the link directly to her. And then we will have the link and the channel name as soon as you put up your video. And that'll make everything a lot easier on the hosts
For
part.
tracking purposes and giveaway purposes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So
yeah,
that'll make
anything
it a
that
lot
makes it
easier on
for you
us.
guys.
Well, if it makes it
So-
easier for you, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good with
Um,
it.
You just have to maybe explain it to a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would definitely be part of it. I am covering Mr. Rem. I'm sorry. Tagging the hashtag sort of works. YouTube has started implementing this thing where there is no longer a filter on the hashtags, even on desktop. So you can't filter your hashtag to just be uploaded in the last 7 days or from a certain person or whatever. There is no sense of order, so you have to go through the entire 500 video hashtag to look for the final videos. And for Mr. Jesse and for Trey, because they did a lot of hunting for final videos, that ended up being a pain because there's so many videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, assuming I would do this, I would definitely have a tutorial video. I don't want it to be overly complicated. I want it to be easy for you guys too, which is why I want to run it through people. But yeah, if you guys want to email the link instead, that would always be okay. I have a new email just for the collaboration, so that would be great too.
If it helps with having a collaboration next year and in future years, we'll do whatever it takes to make it easy on you guys.
Yeah, I got to do it. That doesn't mean you do it.
But I'm making the videos, so you got time to do your
Yeah.
editing.
Aw.
You tell them, Susan.
Yeah. He does a really good job. So
All right,
Um,
I'm gonna go submit that. Wait, no, that's my table. I'm gonna go. Mr. Jesse, do you need 5 more seconds?
Oh, maybe I need to put mine. I'll put it in. I put it in this time.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and draw.
I
Wait,
saw
wait,
his
wait.
name.
No, I'm just
I
joking.
saw
say
your
it.
name. I just saw it. I saw your name go by 3 times.
Wait.
Mary
Mary
McCoy.
McCoy.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You have won the Natural and Herbal Remedies.
Wait.
Wow.
Wait.
Look.
We need to make sure she's the real McCoy. Because if she's not, then she can't get that book.
What?
Jesse.
They're too young, Jesse. They're too young.
I don't
Oh,
get
never mind.
They don't get it.
We got it.
I got it.
it.
I'm sure it was a very good joke, Mr. Jesse.
It's called Hatfields and McCoys.
Oh, okay. I
You
do
should
know
have
that.
studied it in history.
Hey,
Get him,
hey.
Toby. Get him.
Toby, see, okay, I'm sorry you didn't. I'm sorry you didn't win the book. I'm sorry you didn't win the book. He's mad at you.
So, Miss Mary, please email me at
I'll buy you a
survivalseedscollab at
I'll buy you a
gmail.com, and I will try to get that out for you.
There you go, Jesse.
There you go. Yeah, my hubby is a real
Good.
McCoy. Okay, well, we're good then.
right.
Congratulations, Mary.
We got one more thing for you guys, and that is going to be.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Is that how you spell that?
Yes, it is.
I always have trouble spelling that. Maybe you should change the hashtag to like cup.
It's hashtag Tumblr. We actually do not have one we can show you, but Mr. Scott, Rambling with the Brums, has made a Vineyard Chicks Tumblr, and we may be able to find it on our website.
And it has this
give
logo
me-
on it.
And it has a logo. Oh yeah,
Has a
he's
logo.
got the shirt with the logo.
I like the logo.
Where's the store?
Oh, Dad linked.
Oh, he has a link for it. Dad has a link. So if you go to vineyardchicks.com/store, and then I'm going to see if I can get this right there. It's this guy right here.
There it is.
Yeah, just zoom in. But that looks super
there it
cool.
is.
That is super cool. I want one.
Oops. There it is.
No, like literally, I want one.
I know.
But that is what we're giving away. So if you guys want a tumbler with Trey's art on it,
Unsigned, that is.
always unsigned,
Always.
every time. Oh, speaking of though, I did want to show this off.
No.
She made a
There
survival
it is,
Seeds
look.
collab thing for me, just so I could put it on my website. She made that this morning.
That's cute.
It's very
Wow.
cute. It's like
Nice.
And I
Who
like
did
little-
that?
Trey did.
Trey.
Yeah,
Trey
I'm
did
That's really good.
Lots
Yeah.
of talents.
So, Kayla, why don't you go ahead and put the Survival Seeds Collab webpage up right
Website.
now, because there's people
Yeah.
probably haven't seen it. So you might there you go.
So
That's
this is the website.
The new Survival Seeds collaboration website, where all the information will be posted. Everything will be seen right there. You don't have to go.
These
looking
links
for
change color.
She's very
hashtag
proud
or-
of them. The links change color when you click on them.
I'm gonna close this really quick.
She's very happy that they change color when you click them.
Nothing is finished.
No,
Well,
no,
that's-
this is
all that'll
Page
come
one, yes,
as
that's
we
the
go.
main thing.
You're just
Yeah, but the
starting.
links change color. See?
Oh,
Yay,
okay. So
yay.
you know where your
HTML works.
your mouse.
Yay.
Yeah, that took like 10 minutes. Wow. No, I was not happy about that.
10 whole minutes.
And then I sort of have an FAQ page, and
This
Yeah.
is my favorite page. Read it. You got to read the whole thing. Read it.
Surprise.
Oh, the contact form doesn't work because Kayla doesn't know how PHP works yet. In the meantime, email survivalseedscollab@gmail.com for any inquiry.
And PHP stands for please help people.
Please help people.
Please help people.
And then the write something, but actually don't because the form is broken.
Oh.
and then
And
this
the last
links,
part is the merch.
which links directly to Mr. Jesse's bonfire.
Oh.
There
And
are
we'll have
only like 2 months left in the year, so
Yep.
if you would like it to be accurate,
You can just
You
get it
need-
and wear it for 2 months, and then you need a new one.
I think we already gave Mr. Critter Creek permission to make the next T-shirt design.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he does with that.
Me too.
But back to the thing.
So is that T-shirt going to be on sale soon? Since it's
Yeah, I don't know.
pretty much
Yeah.
that date,
He's saying on sale
80%
it'll be-
off.
80% off.
discounted price.
Yeah. You're talking about the
Survival
the
Seeds.
Survival Seeds 2024 when
Yeah.
the 2025s come out. I think we have it at the lowest price we can get now. We're not
Yeah, we
making
already
anything
have
on
it.
it.
Pretty low over it on bonfire.
Any lower than have to pay people.
Yeah.
Right. We will pay you to buy our shirt.
No,
Do
what
not
we'll have
quote
to do
me
is
on
we'll have to buy about 20 or 30 of the 2024s and then send them out
The most useless giveaway
as,
ever.
as
Yeah.
a gift. Yeah.
Who wants an outdated collaboration T-shirt?
It's pretty though. I really like it.
They are
No,
pretty.
it
They're
would-
just a little
No, it would be vintage. So we can call it vintage.
Vintage,
We
that's
call it
right.
Vintage, yes.
Vintage. Maybe you should raise the price after this year.
Or retro. It's retro because it's old, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Vintage makes it sound like it's more expensive.
Yeah,
It does. It does.
And then you can say it's on sale even if it isn't because it's vintage.
Oh my
It
gosh.
should be more than that.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have 32 entries. I'm going to give it about
5 seconds.
an-
5, 4, 3, 2, roll.
I'm going to give it another minute because at the start, 2% asked a question, and I didn't notice it was starred until just now. But allegedly, I heard that our soil is really lacking of nutrients to grow food. How does that differ if you use hydroponics because there is no soil?
Oh,
So basically, this is going to work the same way as if you're in soil. You want your water to have the correct nutrients for the plant itself to be able to grow. So if you're doing dirt, you want to make sure that you are amending the soil and you are putting in microbes and nutrients that the soil can use to make itself healthier, which will make the plants healthier. It's like adding fertilizer. You're going to want to add fertilizer to your water as well. There are different fertilizers you can use that are specifically for hydroponics, and Let Pot has a really good one that I liked using. And a few other people in the collaboration have talked about those fertilizers. I think Miss Ann did.
Yes.
But you're going to want to make sure that it's not just water, because the plant will do decent, but it will not do amazing if you don't keep it healthy.
So,
It
I have a
needs
question for
nutrients.
Remy and for the butlers.
I'm gonna take this down.
Do you guys use compost? Do you guys have a compost on your property?
I have a compost pile that I started. Yes.
And do you
Yep.
use that for your garden?
Not. I haven't yet. No, I just started it this year. I've been piling
Okay.
stuff in it and stuff. But just the difference is when I buy fertilizer, I buy by the tonnage.
Oh, yeah.
So I buy fertilizer. I buy potash and phosphorus and nitrogen. I buy by tons, and so
Right.
I just take out a 5-gallon bucket of this, a 5-gallon bucket of that, and I mix my own for our actual garden. When I fertilize, I'm fertilizing 20, 30, 40 acres at a time.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
I just use the garden fertilizer. I mean, the pasture fertilizer is the same as what you buy in the store, but when I buy it in the tons, I get it so much cheaper. I just scoop out five gallons of it, and I use it for the garden.
Sweet.
Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
I use the rabbit manure in my garden, and I use the chicken manure all around my fruit trees. That way, if it's not decomposed properly, it won't be a problem, and I won't get sick.
Right.
Because the rabbit manure, you can put it in your garden right away, and
Yeah.
it's not a problem. It's called compost, so it's all good. And I realized this year, I learned that if you put chicken manure around your grapevines, they will do great. They love
nice.
it.
They'll do grape.
Yeah.
I wonder,
Great, yeah.
is it because it's a vine, or is it because of grape, or could you use that on anything that goes on a vine, like zucchini or
They are
cucumber?
very, very heavy feeders, from what I understand.
Are you
And
aging your chicken manure? Are you aging it? You're not putting it on when it's real hot, are you?
I'm aging it for my fruit trees in general. But what I noticed this year, a friend of mine had grapevines that he thought was dead, and he just threw it out in the backyard where he had all his chicken manure. He takes his chicken manure, he cleans his chicken coop, and he throws everything in the backyard. And he realized this year that it was a couple of feet high, and it was full of grapes. So
Oh,
if you
wow.
just take the chicken manure, put it right on your vines, I mean, it won't affect the fruits. It would just give them a lot of nutrients, and it will make them a lot
Nice.
better.
That's awesome.
I wonder if it makes the grapes taste like eggs.
No, he just said it doesn't.
I
I
doubt.
don't think so.
I doubt.
I've
All right.
I've collected along the lines of the rabbit llama poop and made tea out of it by soaking a cup or so and make it by the gallon. And I use that
How'd it
on my
taste?
potted herbs.
Stop.
Didn't drink it, but the
Don't.
herbs like it.
The
Herb
thing-
plants.
The thing about
That's
llamas is that they pick a spot in the field, and that's where they go. They'll keep going there forever. It just piles up.
Yeah.
So it makes it
that's
really
nice.
easy to collect. You just go out to the shovel and scoop it up. It's not
That's
like you have
convenient.
to gather. It's really convenient. And so and they do their business in one spot all the time.
Yeah, goats do the exact opposite of that.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
all over the place.
They go in the least convenient spots possible.
They go.
actually.
Right.
They constantly. They're like mice. They go as they walk.
Yeah, and I'm
No.
pretty sure they intentionally pick the least convenient spots.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
that's true.
Mary
all right,
says, "I wish coyote poop was valuable. She
Oh
must
my
have a lot."
gosh.
Don't.
Trey had a night.
No, let's not talk about that.
No, let's talk about
Please,
that.
let's not talk about that. I'm so tired.
So, yeah, Dad woke Trey up at 3 a.m. asking
about stuff.
asking about
So
stuff.
we had an
because-
issue. There were coyotes on our property, and they took something down, and we don't know what it was, but it was
There's a possum in the
screaming.
street.
It wasn't that. It was loud and it was screaming, and so we're pretty sure they got a deer, but we can't have coyotes here. We've got cows.
So they drove around and tried to chase it away with headlights.
Yeah, we had
They
a
didn't
whole
see it,
lot of stuff
though.
happened.
You didn't get to see it.
See the coyote?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see the coyote, but Dad did.
So yeah, there are definitely like 2 coyotes here, and they stayed up for like an hour at 3 a.m. trying to go chase them away with a truck.
And then I couldn't sleep after.
And then she couldn't go to sleep. So that was last night.
Yep.
That
All
makes a long day.
It does. And then I made her draw a lot. You have to admit, it looks pretty though.
Well,
I actually don't know.
It's very, it's cute.
Wouldn't
like
they, because, and Jerry, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't a donkey serve as good protection from
Oh,
the
yeah.
coyote?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the donkeys and the llamas are good guard animals.
Yeah, I know they are. We were trying to get a donkey for a while, but we couldn't find any in the area.
If
plus
you guys
we've got-
want
we've
one,
got-
you guys come down. I'll give you one. I've got one. I've got a baby that we need to find a home for. So you come down here and we'll give it to you.
There you go. There you go. Michigan and
How
Missouri,
far
that's
are
not
you
far
guys?
away.
Missouri?
Missouri,
We're in Missouri.
Joplin.
You know,
I don't
that's
where Missouri is.
that's doable, and we're supposed to be doing a tour next summer.
Where's Missouri?
Like
The middle of state, middle of country, I mean.
middle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
down
Next to Oklahoma, Kansas.
southwest from you, southwest of you a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that
Okay.
bad. See,
Oh yeah, that's only like 2-3 states away.
a dog would help too.
Yeah, but
We've
but
got-
going back to the coyotes, I heard that the donkeys are they're more fearless than
Oh yeah.
any
Oh, yeah.
dog you probably have out there.
Yeah,
Donkeys will attack mountain lions.
yeah,
There you
I've
go.
heard about that. They're impressive.
And I do have a male that a little male you guys could have. And he's how old is he? 8 months old now.
Yeah.
Like he's 8 months old now. If you want him,
Cute.
you guys can have him.
Aww. He's
We have to
tripod's
go-
age.
We have to go convince our parents now.
He's tripod's age.
Well, so what's it like feeding one of those, Jerry? Is it
Same as a horse.
Same as
as
a cow.
Same as a cow. Grass, hay.
Same as goats. They eat whatever they can find.
Okay.
Donkeys live in the
You don't feed
deserts
them.
too. They call them in the desert. They call them burros. Still a donkey.
Yeah, but you don't feed them anything like grain or anything.
Anything special.
Anything special.
We supplement with grain once in a while with them because that way you can get up and close personal with them more often.
Right.
Okay.
But you don't have to feed them grain. I mean, you got to be careful because you don't want to. If you give them too much, you can come in and go founder, and that's where they, it's like I don't know how to explain founder, but you don't want a donkey on grain can go founder really easier than horses do.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so that'll help you with that coyote problem there, Trey.
Yeah, because they'll go after them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
I thought you were talking about the car for some reason. Like, yeah, I bet driving around in a car would scare them away.
Oh, Mustangs.
Best things.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish this because we are a little over 30 minutes over time.
You didn't
I-
give anybody a chance.
I gave everyone a lot of time.
Anyway,
Stop.
I didn't get a chance to put my hold
I
up.
didn't put my hashtag in. Hey, congratulations,
Congratulations.
Jen's Hobby Nook.
You have to do it faster.
You won the tumbler, the
Hobby Nook.
cup. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Jen.
Thank you, guys.
So send us an email, all of the winners, send an email to survivalseedscollab@gmail.com.
And if they don't get the emails, send them to me afterwards.
Yeah. And we'll try to get these out to you.
All right. So before we wrap up, to our guests for this week, do you guys want to talk about your channels?
What about our channels
Our channel is about our life here in Missouri
on the farm?
on the farm, good, bad, pretty, and ugly. And Jerry gets a video out every couple of days, and there's lots of shorts, so you get to know us by watching it. And that's our
Well-
retirement. That's about it.
And we hit 25,000 last night.
Oh,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we're already halfway through 26.
Whoa,
Cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
That's
Moving
impressive.
fast.
So that's us.
Cool.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
And what about
So
you, Mr.
wait,
Randy?
for those who don't
Go
know,
ahead.
Jerry, do you want to explain to them who us is? It's Jerry, Susan, and
Robert
Robert.
and
Robert.
Susan. I count hers twice because she does twice as much work. Everybody thinks she does twice as much work, so I counted hers twice.
It's a good idea.
She probably, it's probably right.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mr. Remy?
Well,
Mr.
my
Rem.
channel is Rem's Family, even though it's pretty much only me. You might see the kids every once in a while, but I try to do everything possible to bring in food for as cheap as possible, whether it is gardening, fishing, hunting, farming, or foraging. So I try to do a little bit of everything and show the people that you can eat well and healthy for on a low budget.
Nice. Yeah.
So Remy,
they're both-
you're also involved with the community, right?
Yep. We have a community garden here that we started about 4 years ago. Well, I say we. It's not we. It's Donald, actually. He's done pretty much all the work. But he's retired and he wants to retire full time. So he wants to create a little committee of people to get involved and get that going. There's a lot of people asking to join. And for us, it's free. So it's giving me
Nice.
around 165 feet aisle, just like one aisle long of growing space, which is amazing. And we have a lot of people joining. Some people are a little bit older. Some people are a little bit younger. And we get to learn from one another. And it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's
shared.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Great thing.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
165 feet is a lot of space.
Yep.
And these are both really awesome channels, so you guys can please check them out. They've got some great content. We got the links in the chat.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for that.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
thank
so-
you guys for coming up here.
Well, thank you
really
for
fun.
inviting us. We enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, my pleasure, really.
One other
Thank you
thing
so
is,
much for being
we just planted 2,700 square feet of flowers
For our
Oh,
bees.
for the bees. So
Whoa,
next year
nice.
we should be producing some honey.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
Cool.
honey's always good. Can't go wrong with honey.
Yep.
And to everyone in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Miss Ann Dale Homestead, Lynette
Yeah.
Lawrence, Jana List, Terry Crafty T333, Mary McCoy, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. It all adds up. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys, and we thank you for spending your Sunday with us, and for the feedback you guys give, and for your continual support of this collaboration. I say this a lot, but it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and it's a lot more of a community than I hoped it would be. So thank you guys so much. What this has become is this really awesome thing, and we could not have done it without you guys, and we really, really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the feedback. I want next year to be just as cool as this year, if not better. And I really
get bigger.
appreciate it.
Thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up.
Good job.
Thank you. And thank you everyone so much. We really appreciate you guys, and we hope to see you next week. Next week we're gonna have some more panelists, and it's also gonna be officially November. So that's gonna be cool. I'm hoping to get the seeds ordered by what?
Time change next week too.
Yes.
Yes.
There's going to be a time change.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
No fun.
The nice thing is that like the devices do it automatically. The not nice
Yeah.
thing is that no one looks at their devices. We always look at the actual clock.
You're very
Uh-oh.
yes.
What?
So that's not good. But
What?
we're
Devices
hoping to get
change automatically, but clock.
Oh.
You have to set the clock.
But we're hopefully going to order the seeds in December so we can get them out to people earlier, because people in the north need them sooner, and people in the south also need them sooner. And we started sending seeds out in February, so we have to get that done faster.
Yes.
I got to see what I'm gonna binge this time, because last time I just binged a bunch of music videos, and I need something more interesting this year when I'm sorting seeds. So I'm taking recommendations. But we're hopefully going to get that ordered in December. So the next 4 or so live streams, we're really going to try to lock in what seeds you guys want to grow this year, what the general consensus is. I'm sorry, I'm just tripping over my words too much. And hopefully that's going to go well. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and we will see you next week. Have a great week, and thank you again for being here. There's something going on outside. But we're
Adios,
gonna wrap
everyone.
up. Have a good night.
Good night and have a good week, everybody.
Good
Bye.
night.